stained glass in it, and worked. And so this was in the south transept of Bristol Cathedral, and the other piece was in the Lady Chapel at the same time. Again, really all paid for from other projects that brought it all in together, and with the cathedral part doing some of it. Now we're jumping right up to 2009, which is the Durham Cathedral. This is thousands of small glass lenses, which are all dark green sunglass lenses. Again, sponsored by Pilkington Special Glass, who gave me 15,000 glass lenses. I got them when I first moved up here. There was a conference of people, and I asked them, I said, "Have you got any glass lenses?" And I meant kind of glass lenses at a telescope or something like that. And they said, "Oh, well, we've got these glass lenses that you can have." And they did actually have 50,000 of them, but I couldn't deal with them. Sadly, I couldn't deal with them. It would have been a fabulous project. Anyway, so this is in the Galilee Chapel, and this work is called the 11th Dimension. So we have now kind of jumped in time very much forward into my space age and my space-themed work. But this, again, is about the notion of what humans will do to go beyond our human existence. So what actually happened is, first of all, we had the rituals in the cathedrals and that, and then it kind of went into this sort of medieval idea of space and astronomy. And then it's kind of now more coming into, exists more in space and engineering and working with scientists. This was actually before the last one. This is in Byker, St Michael's Church up in Byker. So you can see it's 30 metres long, and this used 11,000 of them, and so it became like a river. It actually it flows down right out of the altar and all the way down, and it kind of they're usually coated, so they moor it in lights, and it actually went purple in certain lights, and it was black in other lights. Other times it looked like liquid oil, because it would have dark conditions. So again, this is provided for by the church was there for the site. I really, really like unusual and sort of interesting sites. Obviously, I like big places. Unusual sites that have a character. And this is a rocket. This is the ordinary rocket. It's a drawing done in graphite, pencil, and crayon. I got interested in crayoning. So the actual thing is 10 metres long. Even there, I didn't quite have the space. And there's 3 of them exist. And when I first moved up here, I have a house which has a 10-metre long from the sitting room through to the dining room. And I just decided like I say, I have a desire to do something, so then I do it, and then I figure out a way. And while I was doing it, I was thinking, who on earth is going to put up a 10-metre high drawing anyway? But what I now realise is that anybody who has a 10-metre high ceiling is very keen on putting up a 10-metre high drawing. So this has been there, it's been to Centre for Life, it's been to Discovery Museum, all 3 of them, and it's been to Aardman Animations down in Bristol, where I used to work, and they had this fabulous new building and a big atrium and a big opening day, so they asked me to put on an exhibition of the rocket drawings. And I still do rather a lot of drawing. I'm now going to jump slightly into artist projects. I not only do these things on my own, I've always worked with other artists, and this goes right back to art space, where we just were a group of artists, and lots of us, we still stay in touch from right back then. We're going back, it was time, but we stay in touch, and a lot of us still work together and do projects. And we have just, I like to think we are very experienced artists, and we get together and we can just make these projects happen. And some of them have really been exciting and involved. I don't know, sometimes you think, how do you manage to do it? So this one, I've now moved to the Forest of Dean. So a lot of us moved up from Bristol to the Forest of Dean, which is about 40 miles away from Bristol. And we moved there because at the time you could get really cheap houses, really cheap studios. You could just buy these places and have somewhere to work as well. So there's now a kind of an enclave there, which is where I used to live before I moved up here. So this is called Code Blue. It's on someone's farm. So these friends of mine organised something called farm projects, where they got artists. There was like 10 of us, I think, and each artist chose a site, and you made your work of art so you can travel. And so they did about, they did 3 on the site of their farm, and then they did an additional 3 in some other sites around and about in Gloucester.